Hello, and welcome back to Easy English Stories. I'm Oliver, and in this podcast, I tell exciting short stories in slow, clear British English, perfect for B1 plus level learners. Today's story is the second part of our space fantasy adventure about Kael and the magical crystal moon. If you haven't listened to the first part, go to the previous episode and listen first, because this is part 2. But first, as always, here are 5 new keywords to listen for to help you enjoy and understand the story. The first word today is portal. Portal. A portal is a magical or special doorway to another place. The next word is drift. Drift. And this means to move slowly, usually through air or space. Then we have temple. Temple. And this is a building used for special or spiritual purposes. Thirdly, or actually fourthly, we have shimmer. Shimmer. And this is to shine with a soft moving light. And our final keyword for the day is trial. Trial. And this is a difficult test to prove someone's strength or truth. Okay, now that we've learnt our keywords, let's listen out for them in the story. But first, I just want to say that if you enjoy this podcast, make sure that you have followed or subscribed and rate the podcast 5 stars. It really helps me to find new listeners and grow the podcast. So if you can rate 5 stars and leave a review, that would be fantastic. Let's start our story. The Crystal Moon, the first trial. After Kael touched the heart crystal, light surrounded him, and then darkness. When he opened his eyes, he was no longer on the moon. Stars spun slowly around him as he drifted through space. In front of him floated a glowing portal, shaped like a circle of fireflies. "This is the path," whispered the voice of the guardian. Kael took a deep breath, and he stepped through. He landed softly in a silent forest of silver trees. Strange blue birds flew above him, and in the center of the forest stood a tall temple, built from smooth black stone. A message was written on the door: "Only the true may enter. Face the trial, show the light within." Kael pushed open the heavy doors. Inside, the air was still and cold. Torches lit themselves as he walked forward. At the center of the room was a pool of water, and floating above it, a mirror. As Kael looked into the mirror, he did not see his reflection. Instead, he saw his fears. He saw himself running away, failing his mission. He saw the people from the visions, alone, suffering, waiting. Then a voice from the mirror said, "Are you the one from the prophecy?" Kael's heart beat fast, but he stood tall. "I don't know if I'm ready," he said, "but I won't turn away." The water in the pool began to shimmer. and the mirror turned into smoke. "You have passed the first trial," said the voice. "The next path will be harder." Suddenly the ground shook. A new portal opened in the air above him. Kael looked up, took one last breath, and jumped in. His true journey was just beginning. And that's the end of our story today. Thanks for joining me for part 2 of The Crystal Moon. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow for more and rate the podcast 5 stars. Come back next time. In the future, we will continue this episode, but next Monday, we will have a brand new adventure and story. Until then, happy listening and have an amazing rest of your week. If you would like to get an ebook about phrasal verbs, where you learn phrasal verbs through short stories, check out the link in the description. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.